All right. Well, good morning from Memory Bound Papercraft Store in Ankeny, Iowa. I'm Kelly behind the camera, and we have Sarah with us
Good
today.
morning.
And Sarah just reminded me that she was here in 2022
Mm-hmm.
with a Christmas card.
Yep, when I was a customer and now
Yep.
I'm an employee.
Yep. She's our newest staff member here at Memory Bound. So we need to all welcome Sarah. Welcome aboard. And how
Thank
wonderful
you.
that she's even going to show us Christmas in July. Some
Yes.
Winnie the Pooh Christmas cards today. And Sarah, it's kind of funny because you did Christmas back in 2022. You had a
Yes.
Christmas card,
Yep.
and she mailed a card to Memory Bound, and we just loved it. I don't know if you mailed it or dropped it off now. I
Um,
don't remember.
I can't remember. I might have dropped it off with some
Yeah.
treats, but it was a
Oh,
shaker
yeah,
card.
that's right. You always brought
And
treats.
yes,
It's a good way to get a job at Memory Bound when you bring treats, right?
I think that has helped.
Oh,
Yes.
gosh. Well, it is Friday here, and we have Christmas in July today with Sarah and Winnie the Pooh. We have new product to show you, and we want to recap the week. And it looks like, Sarah, we got a lot of people joining us, like Lori's here, and
Yes.
Donna, and Beth. Hello, Kim. And Kim says, welcome, Sarah.
Thank you,
And she
Kim.
spelled your name right, too, because
Yay!
Sarah's got that H on the end of her
Yep.
name. And Connie says hello. And Oshra, I hope you're doing well over in the Chicagoland. And Bunny's here from the other direction in Omaha. So welcome everybody. Oh, Kathy says you took her order last week.
Yes, I did. And I've loved talking with all the folks that have called in and asking, "Are you new?" And I told them I'll be doing videos soon. So I know one of the questions that I've had a few people ask is, "What's my style?" Because I know some of the ladies
Oh,
here, like they're Tim Holtz or grunge or whatever. And I will say I've told them I don't really have a specific style. I would say if anything, it's more the clean and simple style. So I just kind of do a little bit of everything. So not one particular, I guess,
well, do you
style.
want to tell us, since you are
Sure,
newer to our video, just tell
sure.
us a little bit about Sarah. I think everybody's asking and wants to know about you, Sarah.
Sure. So I have been a customer here at Memory Bound for a little over 20 years. And Kelly was always like, if you want to ever quit your real job and come work here, just let me know. And this year,
More than once, I think I said that to
yes,
Sarah.
yes. And I was waiting for that perfect opportunity. And earlier this year, I joined back in April. So I've been here. So some of you have probably had my signature on your web orders or talked to me on the phone. But I live here in Ankeny with my husband and our two cats. Been here for, over 20 years now. I previously was in the marketing, communications, public relations world. Worked in healthcare and insurance, and had the opportunity to take a break last year and do some family stuff, but also then now I'm able to be here at Memory Bound and meet all you wonderful people. So
And
it's
we are
been great.
so happy about that, Sarah.
Yes.
And everyone's saying welcome, Sarah.
Well,
So
thank you, everybody. You've all been wonderful.
if you're just joining us, you're at Memory Bound Papercraft Store right now, either live or later, and it's Friday, TGIF. Oh, you guys are the best. Katie and Teresa are in the background scrambling and moving things around and getting us all set up. So we love that. Anyway, welcome. And Janet is here also virtually, with like the rest of you, I always like to say. And she's going to be linking product that we show. And if you have any questions, sometimes we miss the comments, and she will help us with that too. So I think we're set to go. And
We have
Jennifer,
one who can't find it on YouTube.
you know what? I think Janet will probably take care of that. She will have a link here. So Janet says she's got a full cup of coffee and ready to go, because we have a lot of product to show when we're here at the end, which is great. And I want to say hello to Jennifer. We miss you, Jennifer. We're working on kits today because we have lots of new kits coming out, and Jennifer usually helps us with that. So we're looking forward to Jennifer getting back in the saddle with us. So Sarah, let's start out by talking about what we did last week, and we just had a little bit of a change up. So let's come over here, and I'll have you grab things. We'll start out with. So we've got our weekend review on a cart here. So let's start out with the album. This was from yesterday.
Oh, this is beautiful.
And yesterday we showed the Autumn Breeze Snap album kit. that was designed by our sales rep, Jody, at Simple Stories. And a lot of these went out the door yesterday.
I can't believe how much product is included in that kit. That was amazing.
You do get a lot of product with it, and the instructions that Jody wrote, and it's $59.99. So if you want to get that, it's available online, or give us a call, or come on into the store. And it was really fun to make. I was lucky I got to take a class with Jody to learn how to do it and get it made up.
So cute.
We have another comment here that I don't know that I can see because we're on the little portable camera, but Kimberly says, "Good morning, Sarah, and how kind you've been when she's been in the store."
Oh,
so isn't that
wonderful.
sweet?
Thank you.
So what goes along with this snap binder is we also have a Christmas snap binder. So if you're in the mood to create an album and you love simple stories, or you love having a project that is kind of designed for you and you just need to follow a few directions or go rogue, this is the Hearth and Holiday.
This has also been very popular this week.
It has. And this was really fun to make. I had the opportunity to design this, and this one is $49.99. So this is a really good deal. And you get directions, but you can do what you want. And this album, when we showed it, we have it kind of sorted by inserts and then the different page protectors. So we kind of showed this yesterday again because it goes along with the Autumn Breeze. I kept calling it Autumn
Leaves.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. Now I couldn't remember what I kept calling it by the wrong name. Now, I will tell you that some of the Simple Stories collections are selling quickly. So if you love the Autumn Breeze or the Spooky Things or Fun Times, just don't wait too long. We want to make sure that you get what you want, and they had underestimated a few quantities. So that was the second snap binder that we showed today or yesterday. And then Chris was here this week, and Chris did one of her engineering techniques, which we always love. This was a project that I made at a make and take. They call it the sample making frenzy, and it was a frenzy. And Chris took it and engineered it and got all the directions for us and did it in 3 sizes. This is perfect for Shark Week, and check out that little gift card that fits right in there.
Snacks.
Oh, there we go. It's even got shark snacks in it. So speaking of that, Sarah, this afternoon, there's going to be a pop-up video telling about Shark Week. So the other things that we did this week, Diane was here, and she showed us her Christmas album that she made for her daughter and went through a lot. There was a ton of product.
Mm-hmm.
The table was filled, and you can go back and watch that, and that'll be on our blog maybe later next week. There's a lot of pictures. And then we also launched our latest Junk Start kit, which is called Blooms. And I have to apologize because I took the project home to finish it up, and I haven't brought it back yet. But the new Jumpstart Blooms kit is available, and that I don't think that's on our blog yet, but it will be later next week, and you can see it. You can go back and watch the video if you want to, but that was really fun to work with because it's a flower theme.
That was also really popular this week too.
Yeah,
people really like these little books that came.
Sarah worked on the busy days.
Yes.
So she knows what, these are kind of like like a little composition book.
Yeah. We've had a lot of people ask because there's not a picture of them on the website. So it's just this blank canvas.
I put a picture on this morning, but it doesn't show the inside. So there's the inside.
This, I was thinking, would be great if you have a young child that wants to get into junk journaling or just journaling in general. They can draw pictures, they could put pictures in there, they can write a little story about their summer vacation or going to the fair or spending time with grandma and grandpa. Endless possibilities with this cute little journal.
It is really fun. It was fun to work with. And we'll get that finished up and show you. And remember, the Junk Start kits are what they're called. They are a start of a project, and you can add your own things and do what you want with them.
You get a lot in this package for $23.99.
It's a good buy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sarah, I think we're ready for Christmas. Oops, I just hit the camera. I think we're ready for Christmas in July.
All
so we're
right.
going to go back over to our table. Before we do that, we want to just mention that today's the last day if you're donating for the Blue Star Mothers of Iowa. Today is the last day for that. We extended it because we were having such a crazy, wonderful turnout, and I know Rhonda is thrilled and Chris is thrilled, and I am very excited about all of you. So a huge thank you for all of
Yes.
that.
Do we give a shout out to Carla for her?
Oh, and Carla, yes, we should. Carla sent us a box 2 days ago, I think,
Yep, 2 days ago.
a
Wednesday
huge
it arrived.
Amazon box, and it
Yes.
had coloring books in it and colored pencils, which I thought was really, really a great idea.
So thank you, Carla. I talked to you last week when you said it was on the way here. So
Oh,
thank you so much for sending that. Our troops will appreciate that.
they will. They will. Rhonda's got a lot of stuff to take over to the when they get started getting all those boxes together to ship out for Christmas. Um, Elaine says, thanks for all your help with the fabric the other day. You're very patient.
Oh, thank you for your patience and walking me through what you were looking for. So I hope you enjoy it when you get it in the mail.
Yeah, we're really happy to have Sarah on board. That's for sure. Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're
Sure.
going to do and maybe what product you used, and then we'll switch cameras and then give everybody a close-up look.
Sure. So I worked on some Christmas in July projects using last year's Echo Park Winnie the Pooh Christmas line. We do have some of the papers available still. We've got this lovely Pooh looking up at the snowflakes. It also has a lovely pattern on the back. It's like a kind of a plaid pattern. And then I also used this grouping of Pooh and his friends out getting their Christmas tree, and then also has a lovely plaid on the background too that I used.
We learned, Sarah, that you love Winnie the Pooh.
Yes, I am a big fan of Winnie the Pooh, so I was super excited to see some of the new stuff that's coming with Pooh.
And it's perfect for Christmas in July.
Yes. And then I also used puffy stickers. I kind of tried to use as much as I could out of the package to maximize that. And then while I didn't use the frames and tags, we do have some awesome frames and tags that you could also use on these projects as well.
And thank you, Janet. She just linked the whole Winnie the Pooh Christmas.
Yes.
So
and there are still some other papers in the line that we have that I didn't use as well. So definitely go online and check that out if you are into Winnie the Pooh. So without further ado, we'll get into the projects.
All right, we're going to switch the camera
All
over,
right.
Sarah. Because Sarah, whoops, I'm going to get it. Here we go. Sarah made 3 cards, and she's going to show us how to set eyelets.
Sure. Yes, so today's bonus, it's a learning event as well today. All right, so this was the first card that I made. It's just a simple A2 card. I used the Winnie the Pooh paper that has him looking up at the snowflakes. So I used
the back of it.
Yep,
okay.
The back of it, the B side as I like to call it. And then there's also some coordinating solids with this collection. And there is a red tan paper. So I use that solid red as a mat behind my graphic. And then the graphic was just simply a section of this cut out. And then I used the We Are diagonal corner punch, to miter all of the edges. So I don't know if you can see that really well or not.
Sarah, I did not know that was cut out, a section of the paper cut out. So you could make a lot of cards with one
You really
sheet
could.
of paper.
And that's when I do Christmas cards, that's what I try to do is, see how many I can get out of what I've got to work with instead of several different things. But so I mitered all the edges. So even the top and the bottom of the card are mitered edges. So then with this section here, it was cute on the paper, but I'm like, it's kind of one-dimensional. So what I did was I went in with some Nuvo drops. I used the red berry Nuvo drops to add some little balls, lights, whatever you want to call them, to the tree. And then I also used the Nuvo white blizzard drops to just kind of color in or give a little sparkle to the snowflakes. I'm not sure if you can
hold it up closer.
See that? Yeah, you can kind of see it there.
We can see it.
Yeah. So there's just a little bit of shimmer to those snowflakes that Pooh's looking up at. And then I just felt like the trees, I'm like, they're printed in black, but I'm like, they need a little bit of zhuzhing up. So
see, this was amazing to me.
What I did was I took distressed watercolor pencils and I just colored them like using like a colored pencil on the trees. And then I just took the wet paintbrush and went over it. And that kind of gave it that watercolor look. So
I love that, Sarah.
thanks. For this main tree, I used rustic wilderness. And then the gathered twigs, you know, we were talking yesterday about our favorite browns. I would say I'm probably in the gathered twigs group.
Gathered twigs group.
Yes. So I used those colors on that one. And then these little ones off to the side, I just used pine needles and just kind of gave those a little bit of color too.
Sarah, that is a technique we have never shown here at Memory Bound.
Oh, really?
So, no, right. We've never ever shown that, and I love it. I forgot that you did that.
Yeah, because, you know, I have these and then I'm like, you know, I never think to use them. I'm like, you know, I could use those and give them a
But
little
on
bit of
top
pop
of the
color.
black print, I
Yeah.
think that's amazing. Oh my gosh.
It definitely gave
So
it
maybe
some nice
you could
color.
pull, I don't know if you can show the paper with next to the card kind of to see how you
Sure.
change the trees,
Sure.
because it is really, really a great technique.
Yeah. So like I said, as you look at these trees here, it's a very black print, which is great, but it also allows for you to change it up if you want to. So
I
that's kind
think
of
that's why it doesn't look like you cut a section out of the paper, because you did a with the Nouveau drops and the watercolor
Yeah.
pencil.
it just it's something that's just been changed up
It's
a
very
bit.
cool.
So, and then I used one of the puffy stickers down here for the little Christmas sentiment. So there's the first card.
People are
Oh,
loving
Pat, that's
peop-
awesome that I've inspired you to use yours.
Yes, isn't that great?
And you know, I have all the sets and I've only used them for a few things. So it's one of those things where I better get it just in case. And then the other day when I was working on this, I'm like, hey, it's that just in case moment.
I know,
So
but how did you come up with that?
just kind of came to me because
you?
I was like, you know, I need some color. I always kind of also think, what would like Teresa or somebody else do if they were working on this kind of project? I'm like, Teresa would go to her Tim Holtz supplies, and I'm like,
yes.
well, I'm
we
like,
would.
I don't want to do like really like inking or anything. I'm like, you know what? The distress colored pencils are perfect for this. So
Yeah, I think that really added a lot to that card.
so
I would say
here's another-
kudos, 10 out of 10, Sarah.
Well, thank you, thank you. So there's that card, and then we'll go to the second one. So this one is also using the puffy stickers. I just used a simple A2 card base. I also used that lovely plaid backside of Winnie the Pooh again. And then what I did was, so here's our lovely stickers. I just built a little scene using
With puffy stickers.
using some of the puffy stickers. I call this a window card. It doesn't, you know, have a pane necessarily, but I feel like you're looking out or looking in a window because of the arch. Now, just to let everybody know, I know you'll be rushing out to the website to find arch dies. We have some on order, so they are on the way. This is one I happen to use for my collection. So nesting arch dies are on the way.
Yeah, they were out of stock. That's why we're out of
Yeah.
them. But we've got the Hero Art set coming.
Yep. So I think, and you can use them for so many things. So I really like my arch set. So really, this was just kind of a simple card. Just cut an arch out of a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of the paper, and then cut that arch out. And then I also have an arch that I could use for something else if I wanted to.
Oh yeah, you got the inside, the negative piece.
Yeah. And then just built my little scene in there with the puffy stickers. So I'll do a little up close.
Janet says she loves your
folks.
designs.
Thank you, Janet. Like I said, you know, earlier, I'm kind of a clean and simple type of person. So
But
these
you
are
really
kind of
did
clean
that
and
with
simple.
just a pack of puffy stickers.
And that's, you know, as I mentioned, I try to maximize what I have to work with so that I don't have too much waste. So this pack of stickers really.
It's probably about gone, I would think. With
Yeah,
what
I
you've
only have
done.
like some of these super duper teeny tiny little stickers.
Yeah, we
on
were
here.
questioning those, weren't we, Sarah?
I'm like,
what?
You can't even read what they say. so anyway, here's card number 2.
Sarah, how much are the stickers? We've got somebody asking.
Stickers are $5.99.
Okay.
And one other thing I should point out too. So I popped up this window so that it kind of has some dimension to it. I don't know if you can see that or not as I shift the card around.
You can see there that it's popped up.
So I just used some crafty foam tape, cut it into pieces, and just put it around the edges of the panel here, and that popped it up nicely. So it gives it a little bit more dimension too.
Especially with the foam stickers. I think that's a nice little added touch.
Yeah. So there's that. And then my final thing to share with you is I created a little ornament out of our simple round coasters.
Did you bring coasters, or do I need to
Oh,
ring the
there
bell?
he is. I was
Okay.
like, I know I have a coaster hiding here somewhere. There we go. So just took one of our simple round coasters and again relied on my handy nesting dies. We have a set from,
Oh, the infinity. Okay.
yes, the ones from Hero Arts. And then just found one that there is one in here that's like exactly this size. So I used
That's good to know.
yeah, the big one on the outside using just the plain red paper. Then on the next layer up, I used the back side of this paper, which is this plaid for that layer. And then little old Pooh. I felt like I needed the one with the red scarf because that just says Pooh Bear to me. So I cut Pooh Bear out and then once again added those Nuvo drops, the blizzard. So he has some sparkle around him. And then again, use some of the puffy stickers. And then I did use just another solid to do a backer on the back. And then I don't know if you can kind of tell, but around the edges, it looks a little hazy. So what I did was I just used a foam dauber, which I didn't grab any of those, and just some Hero Arts unicorn ink to go around the edges. And you could use picket fence or any other white ink you have. Just to kind of, I didn't want to like
finishes the edges
distress
off.
him, but I wanted to give him something on those edges. So I figured like a little snowy blur effect would be good. I'll bring that up
It
here
does
so
look
you guys
snowy,
can see
and
that.
that Hero Arts unicorn is my favorite white ink. So if you're looking
Yeah.
for a pigment ink that shows up on dark paper,
Yeah,
the
it's
Hero
really
Arts
good.
unicorn is good.
And then to finish it, I put a eyelet in the top and some lovely candy cane striped twine.
And Sarah, we had a suggestion from Mary with your card with the window pane.
Yeah.
She said that you could put acetate between there if you wanted to make a shaker card. That would be
Yep.
an easy way to do that. So that's a great idea. We love hearing your ideas.
Yes. All right. So,
And then those little puffies. And
yes.
Sarah's got a little bonus for us today because she's going to show us how to set an eyelet with the crocodile. Now, we need to ask how many of you have crocodiles and you use them for punching holes, but you never set eyelets. And we'll see what the comments say.
I will say I'm probably in that camp. I use it for punching holes, and then I'm like, it doesn't need an eyelet. And this time, though, I'm like, if it's supposed to be an ornament and you don't want it to bust out of the hole, then
It's
I'm
a
like,
nice finishing touch. And Maggie used it on her coasters. She put eyelets on her coasters, her little coffee themed coasters.
Oh yeah, she did.
And those will be on our blog next week also. Janet, I'm I'm putting Janet on a spot because I'm like, that'll be on our blog next week. That'll be on our blog next week. But anyway.
So for those of you who may not be familiar with the crocodile, these are the options that we currently have here. And this is just a great multi-purpose tool that can set eyelets or just even punching holes. So you can, hang something through them, or if you want to just punch a hole, make your own tags and add your own reinforcer, you can do that. So it shows you all of the different things you can punch through. So paper, chipboard, fabric, thin tin, leather, plastic. And it really does punch through some of those things because I know I have used it in some of those things. So I love my crocodile. I've had mine for forever. And then we've got this kit that comes, so you can see the crocodile tool in there, but then it also comes with eyelets. So you get everything all in one package.
Do you remember, Sarah, the old days where people used the hammer for setting eyelets? Did you ever set eyelets?
I never did. I've seen that, but I never had. I got into crafting right about the time the crocodile was brand new. So I'm like, okay, I'll just do it that way.
It used to be you would buy this little kit and it had a mat, a little mat, like a little cutting mat, and it had a hammer, and then it had this tool that you would pound into your eyelets. And one side of it would punch the hole and one side of it would set the eyelet. And when we had crops here in the store, it would be hammering like crazy all night long. And I think we have a few eyelet marks in some of our tables, unfortunately. But and Janet said She used to go out in the garage to set eyelets at night so that she didn't wake anybody up. So, and Pat still has her kit for eyelet setting. And we're lucky because the Crocodile eliminates all of that. And Sarah, I think we're double lucky because you're going to show us how to use it.
I am. So on the Crocodile, there are 2 different hole settings. This is the larger setting, and then there's a smaller setting. So the hole that you punch depends on the size of the eyelet that you're going to use. Most eyelets are probably about this size. I can't remember if these are like 1/4 inch maybe. They usually say on the packages.
I think, did I bring you little eyelets instead of the larger ones? Which they'll be fine.
I use the larger hole, so
okay.
I think they'll be fine. So with these, I used the larger hole setting on the Crocodile. And the other thing too is you can always adjust on the side how deep into your paper that you want the punch to go. I always just kind of eyeball it myself, but you can, like, you can set it down further. You can do whatever works for you and what your goal is. So again, many fun things that you can do with these things. All right, so really you just punch your hole, easy as that. These are also really easy to grip and squeeze. I think they were purposely designed for people who have gripping issues. So they do work really nicely, really slick. All right, so I've punched my hole. And then up here at the top, and I always say refer to the guide that comes, there's a little guide in here that comes with your Crocodile to help determine what settings you need. But there are 2 different, there's a base on this side, and I can't remember what they call this on the top over here.
The other side.
The other side.
The other side. There's the base and there's the other side.
The other base. So basically what you do with the base is you set your flat surface there. So what I will do is go ahead and put my eyelet in my paper, set the flat side there.
We'll have Sarah do a couple to. Oh, it's hard to.
I know. I want to make sure
we can bring the camera down. Is that more helpful for you or not?
There we go. That works. So as you can tell, I'm putting this little pokey side into the top of the eyelet. And then making sure it matches up with the back side of.
So the pokey side goes through the eyelet. That's what I.
And then you just squeeze it. And
look at that. And you don't have to really squeeze hard.
Nope. And like this one, I didn't maybe squeeze hard enough the first try, so you can go back and just squeeze it more and make sure that that's nice and flat against the surface.
It looks good.
So we'll do that one more time. Yeah.
So she's going to, it always helps to go through it once where you're like, oh yeah, and then twice so you can really remember it.
So again, I'm punching using the large hole based on the size of eyelet I'm using. I'm going to go ahead and pop the eyelet into the piece of paper. And then I'm going to make sure that that pokey side matches up.
It's hard to get it on the camera and balance it and everything else, Sarah, but you're doing a great job.
Thank you. All right, and then just squeeze it. And you see how it flattens it?
It's awesome.
And there you go.
No more hammers, guys.
No. Crocodiles are wonderful. They've been around for quite a while, but they are wonderful to have.
So the Crocodile, the teal-handled one, is it $40.99, Sarah?
It is $40.99.
And the thing about punching holes, you can do many sheets at a time. You can punch through chipboard. You can punch through a license plate if you want to.
I've done some very thick chipboard, and I have done some thin metal. And then this one is $49.99, and it comes with the 4 different sets of eyelets with it. It looks like you get white, bronze, black, and silver. And yes, it comes with this handy case too.
And Sarah, I brought over just a few eyelets from We Are Makers that we can show people. They're nice for tags, putting ribbon in things. Lots of good.
A little rainbow of eyelets here.
And Rhonda's talking about the Big Bite. And the Big Bite is a large, long reach eyelet setter. It's not, it sits on your table like a stapler. And I don't even think that's available anymore. So if you've got one, you might want to hang on to it.
Yeah, I haven't seen those in a long time.
I was just going to look to see if we can still get those. They are still available. They're
Oh,
$60.99, and they're a long reach. So if you're doing like a scrapbook layout or something bigger and you want to set an eyelet in the middle, you can let us know and we'd be happy to order that for you. And it even has a case. You can even get a case for the big one. I
do
did
you have
not
the big one,
realize.
Kelly?
No, I have the regular one,
Yeah, me
like the
too.
teal handle, but I have it in the little case, like the pink one. So I got eyelets that came with it.
Yep, me too.
I felt like for $9 that was worth it to me.
Yeah.
So Vivian said she makes flowers with eyelets.
I have seen those. Those are
Really?
that's
Like
fun.
what are they?
She might do it differently, but I've seen ones where they're like lots of eyelets in a flower pattern, and then I've seen some people where they've
Oh,
woven like ribbon through them
oh,
too.
cool.
I mean, yeah, people get so creative.
Yeah, okay. Lisa says, what setting on the bottom? I'm not sure. Oh, what? Okay, the setting, maybe she means
Sure.
this. Oh, which setting are you using on the bottom
Let me look at the
piece?
thing here and see if I can.
They're numbered
They
with
were
letters or
yeah.
numbers.
I want to say number 3 is what it is. So I use number 3, and then it's just this. You can see it. This kind of like long, elongated
Little pokey,
piece on
little pokey piece.
on the other base side. Because then it's got this for snaps. I think is what that one is. I don't really use that one.
So if you purchase one, I would save your directions unless you have a
Yes.
really great memory or take a picture, because there's a guide in there that tells you what to set
Yes.
your things on.
And like I said, you can adjust the settings on the side for how deep you want to go in your paper. Those are helpful if you do that. Like I said, I kind of just eyeball it a lot.
If you're making what I found, Sarah, is if I'm making a mini album and I'm punching holes, if I set that guide, then I'm always punching my hole in the same place.
Yeah. Nope, that's a good idea.
Okay. All right. Well,
Oh,
let's see
wow.
if we have any
Audra, you got
questions.
one at a garage sale for $1.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a good buy. The new Big Bites are the teal color. They were orange when they first came out. We have an orange one here at Memory Bound for the store. And Janet just linked all the eyelets. So thank you, Janet. So if you want to see what you can get for eyelets. And I think I don't see any questions, Sarah. I think we're ready to show some new products.
Sounds
Well,
good.
wait, first let's just show your projects. Let's show
sure.
those one more time for everybody to kind of remember. And we so appreciate Sarah doing this and participating in Christmas in July.
I'm happy to be asked to do that.
And
So
with
we've
her
got-
love for Winnie the Pooh, this was perfect.
Yes, it is. So we've got the 2 cards and a little ornament.
And we learned how to set eyelets today.
And we learned eyelets, yes.
So that is awesome.
Tell us, too, what you guys think about the techniques. We've been tossing around some ideas about doing more technique type of things in our videos.
Well, Sarah, I know I'm going to be watercoloring on my pattern paper now because I have never done that before. And that was really
thank you.
Inspiring for me personally. So I'm going to give that a try.
And the funny thing is, when I used this paper last year on my own Christmas cards, I didn't think of that.
Well, see? And I love seeing all of that. And Denise says she's loved seeing the card demo. So it's definitely a card day today.
Yeah. And that's, I know that a couple of people have asked me, are you more of a scrapbooker or a card maker? My husband would tell you I'm supposed to be doing scrapbooks, but I'm a little behind. So I'm really more of a card maker, I would say, because I don't have like a big library of cards. I typically make cards for the person that I know I'm sending it to or giving it to. So I kind of make them on a as needed basis, I would say. But I do scrapbook as well. I'm a little behind. So
well, many of us are behind, but someday we're going to catch up. But then that's a good thing because that means you're making a lot of good new memories if you're behind, right?
And everyone that I send cards to, they always say, "Oh, thank you for the card. I love your card. I kept your card," or whatever. So that always makes me feel really good too. That the people that you do send them to, they appreciate them.
Kara, you make really cool cards.
Oh, thanks.
Lisa said she does cards and journals. So
I have not gotten into journaling. There again, probably because I'm behind on scrapbooking.
I know there's only so much time. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you some new product, and we're going to scooch this, and Sarah's going to grab a tub. Do you want to go ahead and show it, Sarah?
Sure.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I have, and we're going to show you some new things that have come in And we're
Get
going
your
to,
coffee refill
yeah,
now
get a pen and paper
because
for sure.
we have a lot of things to go through today. All right.
I'm messing around here, Sarah.
Sure.
I don't know why, but I'm going to mess with that later.
Okay.
Okay, so we're starting out with this uniquely creative, and pull your camera up. Now we showed you the accordion album because we're very excited that that was available again, and that one is $7.99. And so I brought it over just to remind everybody it's back in stock. We ordered a ton of them, and Sarah's opening it. It probably will be too big to show on camera because look at all that.
Ooh, yeah, it's an accordion.
And Peggy made one of these last summer. She made the book up and it sold out. We got more and it sold out and we got more. And so we might have to make up a new style with some of the new product this year. And then, so that's something we've had in the past. The Mix and Make journals are totally new. And they are what they say they are, like journals. And don't they say they have like 60 pages, Sarah?
Yes, 60 pages, size 6 by 6. And the weight of the paper, I am not sure how that translates to American measurement. It's 450 GSM. So I would say probably like a chipboard. Oh, heavyweight cardstock. It says made with heavyweight cardstock. It is versatile for wet mediums like paint and pigment powders, allowing you to explore layers, textures, and color blending. And we have that in white and craft.
And how much are those, Sarah?
They are $17.99.
Okay, $17.99.
And the accordion album is not
$7.99.
Okay,
I do know that, $7.99.
And then back in stock is the fun Candlelight from Pear Blossom Press. This is the one that you push the button and then you can blow it out.
That was fun too. There's so many fun things.
Yes. You get 2 for $19.99.
And Teresa has trouble because she wants, when she showed her cards, she just wanted to keep lighting them and blowing them out during the demo. And I think you could tell, which was really fun.
Next up, we have some fun new dies from Whimsy Stamps.
Down that way. There you go.
There we go. Sorry. We got one boho basic stitches, kind of a funky
crazy
circle set. And then we have boho scallop circles set. And those are both $24.99. And then we got in, these are brand new, right? The Dilutions Archival ink.
Yeah, I think they're ones that we never had before.
Okay. So these are new, 4 packs of the Dilutions Archival ink. Get some assorted colors in there.
And Diane, she always has pretty bright colors.
Yeah.
You know, a little different than the Tim Holtz archival inks, but they are permanent because they're archival and they're handy. And you can get an archival tin to store them in if you want to. That's what I have mine in.
So these are $13.99. And we have some new thickers. Some Christmas colors here. We've got the Warm and Cozy and Tinseltown.
Oh, those are kind of a circus style or storybook style of font.
Yeah. And we don't have a price on those.
Oh, they're hot off the truck.
Okay. Hot off the truck.
They're probably $6.99 is what I'm guessing.
I really like these because they've I'll bring them up to the camera so you guys can see them, but they've got this like gold foil accent in the letters.
When you turned it, when you kind of tilted it there, you could see it really good when you tilted it, Sarah.
You can kind of see it in the D there. So yeah, so those are fun.
I like the colors.
Yeah. They're kind of muted Christmas colors. And then we've got some new Sticko sparkly alphabet stickers. Also would go great.
Sparkly?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know they were glitter.
They're like, they're the glitter ones. These would go great with that new Carnival line from Simple Stories.
Oh, Fun Times.
Mm-hmm. So you can kind of see the sparkle in the stickers there. And those are $4.99. You get 154 stickers. So they got the numbers, and they've got the upper and lowercase letters. That's always great in a set when it has everything you need.
Yeah, especially with the numbers. It's kind of funny, Sarah, because we've gotten so many stickers in this week. We had a truck deliver us a pallet of goods, and there was a lot of stickers on there. So if you're looking for different stickers for different themes, just go to our theme section and you can probably find what you're looking for.
All right, next up is the die and stamp envelopes and magnets from We Are. They're $15.99. And you get 12 in a package. Great for storing your stamps and dies together. They have the little file tabs, so if you want to organize them, you can see them. They have a little organizer if you have your own system.
Sarah, we have a customer that a couple years ago, she brought in her box and it was filled with those, and they were all labeled with dividers like alphabet, shapes, flowers, and her name's Chris. She's a local yokel, I like to say, and it was amazing how she had everything organized.
That is impressive.
You can definitely get things done if you have some.
Yeah.
If you're organized, and I'd like to be more organized like that.
And is this a new one for us?
Yeah, that's new. We just got that in.
Fun. All right. This is Blooming Sun Berries Beauties. It is 16 double-sided papers and 12 designs, plus 2 embellishment sheets. So we'll
I think it's so pretty, those sunflowers.
Yeah.
I don't know if Diana has seen that, but she's got a lot of sunflowers growing in her yard. And birds. She has a lot of birds too.
Oh, and Janine might like this one too. She likes birds.
I think I hear Diana.
So then we're kind of back to those same patterns, but
Sorry.
you see all those. And then here are the die cut element sheets. So they're tags that you can fussy cut out.
So those circles, Sarah, you could probably grab the Hero Arts. If you do have anything with circles, you could probably match up that with one of the infinity dies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm not big on fussy cutting. I don't have.
I like to fussy cut.
I know you do. Some other projects to share with you guys in a few weeks, and I was thinking of Kelly as I was fussy cutting.
As you were fussy cutting? Yeah, Sarah's coming. Sarah's coming back. She's gonna be back in town.
Yes. All right, back in stock, hot off the press, the Matchbook card folio, or Matchbook folio. Sorry.
And how much is that, Sarah?
It is $5.99.
Okay, so very affordable. Peggy was here. I think it was last week.
Yes.
We had a lot of them, but they sold out because she had such an amazing project, and I'm sure Janet will link that because her fingers are going pretty quickly right now.
Back in stock, we've got some Misty items. We have the original size Misty with the teal tape edges. And then we have the Misty sticky mats for the original Misty.
There you go. And we had people requesting that. So that does fit right into the Misty, and it's sticky, I guess, just like it's called. So you can stick down your stuff instead of using a magnet.
So this is $12.99 for the sticky mat. And the original Misty is $75.99. Great things to have. Love that lady for creating this because lining up my stamp blocks when I had to restamp something a long time ago was a challenge.
I think My Sweet Petunia is the company, and it's a kind of a tie between the Misty and the Precision Glue Press. They both are amazing products that were designed there.
All right. We have lots of fun paper packs coming up here. So this one is Precious Metals. So it's a charcoal collection. You get a glitter, some matte, shiny, all the way, like kind of a sparkling, all the way down to like a black, gray color. Pearl is what they call it.
And they're all specialty papers, aren't they, Sarah?
Yes. Yeah, they're all like they're
foil or sparkly.
Yeah. Yep. They're all foily or sparkly. I know those aren't words.
Diana told me she loves this paper.
They're $13.99, and let's see, you get 20 sheets.
That's a pretty good deal.
So probably 4 of each because there's 5 different colors. So there's the charcoal collection. And then we've got it in the rose gold collection. Maybe I should just bring these up to the camera so you guys can see all of the different colors and finishes.
We've got a testimonial on that paper, Sarah. Lisa said the paper is amazing and it die cuts without shedding.
Oh, wow. That's impressive when it's a glitter paper.
You don't want any shedding, that's for sure.
No.
And Lisa, thank you for sharing that because it's nice to hear from people how they like things.
And then we've got the silver package. Again, we got the sparkly and some foil options. This is a really nice, almost like mirror paper right here. And then
A little pearl.
Pearl, yep. And these are all $13.99. And then we have the ivory collection, which is kind of just this nice, like, white with a hint of silver in the glitter part, but then the rest of them are all just different white cream options. So basically it looks like they have like a glitter paper, a matte, a brushed metal, a mirror paper, and then a pearl paper in each of the colors is how they describe them. And this one looks like a really fun pack. This is called Enchanted. So it's kind of got this unicorn rainbow theme going on.
It does. Unicorn, definitely. Mermaid, ombre, and it's the last two look like they're holographic.
Yeah, they don't have names for these like they do on the other ones, but yeah,
you have to make them up.
This one's kind of like a really fine shimmer. This is the glitter. This is like a pink ombre kind of shimmer. This is kind of like your holographic papers.
Very cool. The next one might be my favorite.
Yeah. Are you a blue fan or teal fan?
I like teal.
All right, teal. And we got this, again, the sparkle or the glitter, the matte, the brushed metal, the mirror, and the pearl.
That's probably my favorite. The next one is pretty, I like the next one too.
And then there's red. Great for upcoming holidays.
Mm-hmm. Sarah Rose says she'd love to learn new techniques. And you, Rose, you're on the right station. You're on the right channel here because every morning, Monday through Friday, we have a live video and we often have techniques like what we did today. So stay tuned and join us again.
Yes. All right. Then we have back in stock.
I have a sample of that too, Sarah.
We have the corner rounder and notch punch. And Kelly has a sample that she's grabbing.
Yeah, I'm going to grab it. And that is actually a little different. It's a different brand. The one they look exactly alike, which we thought was kind of not funny, but we got this one from Spellbinders, and before we had one from Dress My Craft, and we thought that we were able to get this one, and the other one has been out of stock for a while. And here is a pocket where I punched it. People are loving this one. There's a pocket
I know I've had several online orders who've asked for those. So see, this is how it punches that notch. So then, like Kelly said, you can use it for
it's just different. I've always used circle punches, and I think it's kind of fun to use
I like it. It's
different.
This kind of like curvy V shape. So yeah.
And having the corner rounder on the other side is handy too.
And let's see. So this is only a one size. This isn't like the 3,
right?
Yeah. So it just does.
It's got two different things, but just
so
one
you can
size.
do the corner, or you can do the notch, which is what Kelly used. So that's $10.99. And then are these new?
Those are back in stock.
Back in stock.
So the solar sprays are back in stock.
We've got Golden Hour and Crocodile Tears back in stock from Simon Hurley.
And those are going to show up as colors on your dark paper, and on white paper, they're more of a shimmer.
Yeah.
All right, we've got another tub, so stay tuned. We've been collecting things this week, and I don't think we even got everything, but we sure made a good
So now's a good
run
time
at
if
it.
you need another coffee
take a break. Hey,
refill.
Sarah, I'm going to grab these for you to show next.
Sure.
Because these are over here on the cart ready to go out, and those are both back in stock.
Okay. For our junk journalers, we've got the Dina Wakley Media Journal back in stock. It's a heavyweight craft paper journal. I'm just kind of open it so you guys can see, because I know I always get those questions from folks. Well, what is it like on the inside? So it's just blank canvas of craft pages.
Nice for art journaling or junk journaling or lots of things.
And then we've got the Creative Journal. I don't know if I'll be able to open this one. So this one's got like the ivory colored pages in it. And it's more of a square shape. It's got this nice little cover band on the side. So we got those.
And then we also have the ledger, the Media Journal ledger from Dina Wakley.
The ledger journal.
And that is actually an old ledger. The pages are an old ledger from a hardware store.
Authentic 1920s hardware store ledger.
And there's pictures on our website of the inside of the pages. That one's all sealed up. But that one has been really popular.
All right. On to our die cuts. We've got a lot of die cuts back in stock. So we've got Puppy Love. I Love My Dog.
Pull them up just a bit so we can see it. There we go.
There we go. Love is a four-legged word.
I think that's a good one. And you'll find all of these in themes and pets. There's a lot. You were right when you said there was a lot of dog themed.
But like you said, we just had dog days of summer, so I think a lot of people were
filling back in.
Yep. So there's our dog collection. And we just have some random fun ones. If you like to build with blocks, if you have an aspiring young dancer or ballerina, nail polish.
Remember how kids, when they're little, they like to polish their nails?
Yeah, I loved that as a kid.
Even our nephew, we polished his nails one time when he was over, when he was about 4.
And then haircut, whether it's first haircut or just need some items for a haircut page. All right. If you're building a new house, you might need this one. Our building adventure. If you're going on your first airplane ride.
I really like that one.
That is cute.
It's darling. I'm going to use my darling word.
We've also got in Nana, Cousins, and I Love My Grandpa.
Grandpas are special.
They are. All right. Our next group, we've got some food stuff. We've got an ice cream cone, because it's summer and everybody likes ice cream cones. A gingerbread house.
That's it's Christmas in July, but we had 2 people ask for gingerbread houses, so we reordered it a little earlier than what we would have.
Chef. And Make It a Grande, a little coffee cup.
That would be nice if you were giving somebody like a gift card to a coffee shop.
Yeah, it would.
You could make that into a little card or a tag.
All right, then we have a bunch of little random ones here. We've got a fun semi-truck. I know lots of little boys who love watching semi-trucks.
I would love to ride in a semi-truck, Sarah. That's one of my... Have you ever done that?
I have not, and the funny thing is I've had friends whose parents own semis, and
you missed out.
I've never ridden a truck. I think my brother's Boy Scout troop got to go in one once, like, and honk the horn and stuff.
Yeah.
But I missed out on that one. Then we got U.S. Army. It's a nice die cut. It's not really hot here today, but in case you need a sprinkler die cut, we're good there.
And Janet linked the themes category on our online site, so you can go out there and browse by theme, and these are all in their themes. I like that one too.
Fishing pole, that's a very intricate one.
Diane said her husband went fishing last night. I don't know if he caught anything, but he was out last night fishing.
Scooters. Lots of kids on scooters these days. This is a cute one, the moose. He's even got googly eyes. our cabin, golf, the track shoe with the wings, finish line, and a really cool cruise ship. And then everyone should have this one. Yay!
Yep.
For your trips to Memory Bound. We got show choir. No, this is a little bit past. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, no, go ahead.
We've got 4th of July and my first 4th of July. But that's okay. You can get caught up on those scrapbooks.
I don't know how many, or put it in a baby book or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of these we have. I'm going to have to, we have these everywhere all throughout our
Yeah.
store. I'm going to have to
How
add
many did
them
you
up.
say we have roughly? Like over 3,000?
I thought it was over 3,000 different designs.
Yeah. So we've got a lot. For everybody traveling this summer, we got Michigan, if you're going to the UP or anything. There we go. Juneau, if you're taking that Alaskan cruise. Oh, we lost my camera. There we go. Juneau. The Badlands. There we go. Sorry, everybody. Our camera's doing something
Where is
wonky.
it?
So Badlands. If you're going down to Silver Dollar City. Or even just staying local and heading out to Jester Park. You can see the little buffalo in there. We also got Worlds of Fun. Cozumel. I think this one's a reorder. And Hawaii. Also, I believe
Sounds like fun
reorder.
places to visit.
Yes. All right. Next up is kind of our farm stuff. So we got this cute little chicken, again with the wiggly eyes.
Yep.
The Iowa State Fair. I was talking with, I think it was Katie this morning. I said, I like this one. It's kind of got a classic Iowa State Fair look to it. And then this fun corny corn. Yay.
And the corn is out. If you're not from Iowa, one of our specialties is sweet corn on the cob. So that guy is very much in season.
Yes. Yes, he is. I think the first I saw was 4th of July weekend. They already had some out here.
Yeah.
So. All right. We got driver's license. Be kind of cool. You can put a picture of your student driver in there. And then to coordinate with that, we've got my first car.
I like that. I think
that's
one
cool
of the ones I really like.
Then we also just have some random ones here. We've got this one that's baptism. It's a little sparkle to it. This fun happy birthday balloons.
It's a little smaller, so it would fit on an A2 card and get you set.
And then swim lessons. A little sparkle to that one too.
Is that all the die cuts?
That is all of our die cuts.
Sarah, you're doing a fabulous job.
Thank you. All right, then we got some stickers in this week. This is I would say kind of 3D, like
Kind of
sticky
epoxy,
stickers.
a little
Yeah,
epoxy-like.
epoxy stickers. Yeah, there you go. So we got some snowflakes. We've got hearts.
This came in our truck, Sarah, when we got the big pallet
And it was big.
from
I saw
American
it.
Crafts.
Then we have some kind of foil rainbow colored musical notes. These are more epoxy stickers. Nice rainbow assortment. Some American flags. Some early Christmas epoxy stickers. Some puffy stickers. Go along with that, my first car and driver's license.
Oh, it would.
Yeah, if you're building a page around all that. Or I always like to use the speed limit signs or route signs when people for birthday cards if they're turning that age.
Oh, Sarah. Okay, so what's on there? 55.
So this one we've got US 54, speed limit 55, Route 66.
And 70.
Oh, yep, and 70. Yep. So
Sarah, that's a great idea.
especially if it's somebody who likes antique cars or that type of
Mhm.
thing too. And then this one we were all agreeing this
That's
morning
so
was so
cute.
cute. These little ghosty stickers. I love this one down here. The one
Yeah.
with the It's holding like fake teeth, but it looks like it's crying.
It
I'm not
does.
sure. So
Those
are
are really cute.
These are some 3D zoo stickers. So as you can see, they've kind of got like some foam pieces to help pop up certain parts of them. So this would be great if you're doing like a zoo page, or if you're lucky and get to go on a safari, you can have them on a safari page. But that's fun. Or even, I like to use this kind of stuff too, like even if it's like a little kid's birthday card, like before they really get into deciding like what toys or whatever that they like. So just kind of a nice generic theme for little kids. And then these are some fun little woodland animals. I know we were talking about the ones with the simple stories yesterday. So again, there's that little hedgehog. They must be in season this year. And there's a fox and a deer, a raccoon, some squirrels, a little skunk. So these are, like, I would say, like a puffy sticker. So those are really cute. And then, again, to go with our coffee line, we've got some puffy stickers that are coffee themed. You can kind of see all those. Lots of elements in there.
So that the next item is a stencil, and I was able which I loved. I was able to take a class, and we used the stencil. I'm not sure is that from Studio Light?
Yeah, Studio Light, Sweet Bee Memories, and we've had some of this line here in the store already. So this is the memory journal stencil, and
it makes a journal. So sometimes your die cut machines are not big enough to actually cut pages for some larger size journals, and we have the journal there. It makes the little pockets. The ones with the tabs there, you can see it on the right, are actually pockets. And then on the left, that is the actual stencil for the journal. So you trace it and you cut it out. And then the little rectangle inside of that stencil, that's if you want to make mats. So when you're making your journal cover, you ignore that. And that's just for the mats. And you ignore the little piece on the left because that's actually for like a buckle. So you would just trace the outside, but it has your score lines there, those vertical 2 lines in the middle that score your spine. And we actually have a project that we made to show you how it works.
So this is $10.99. I remember
it was fun
way back in the day when they had these and you got the stylus out.
Yes.
And yeah.
That's so true.
Okay. So here's the sample.
Now it's got that little buckle, Sarah, that you can make, and you would thread the band through. But I put a magnet on mine instead of doing that. So
our happy little snap.
Everybody has that little snap thing that they like.
Oh, wow, this is cool.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah.
So we just made different inserts and added some stickers and things to them. But it shows you the pocket there on the left is that pattern is in the stencil, and the pocket on the right is also. And you can change it up. You could do double pockets if you wanted to. But when I went to class, I had no idea we were going to be using a stencil, and it was just kind of a whole new concept for me.
And we have little cards that you can stick in there. So yeah, no, that's cool.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Studio Light, we've been carrying a lot more from Studio Light, and maybe you all have noticed.
That's fun on the back.
Yeah, isn't that just
covers the belly band?
Mm-hmm. So it stays on there; it doesn't slip on and off.
I love that. That's cute. But you were saying more about Studio Light stuff.
Anyhow, we're carrying a lot more of it, and you're going to see it. And what's really nice about it is it's very affordable. Yeah. So I think it's good prices.
And I know, again, speaking from what people have ordered in the last week, the stuff that we got in initially flew out the door, and we've restocked. And yeah it's cute stuff, and everyone's very excited
learn
about it.
And we'll order a little bit more originally going forward. So
speaking of Studio Light, here's some more fun Studio Light. This is some snowflake stamps. They are $6.99.
See what a good price that is?
It is. This is Branches clear stamp set, also $6.99. And then back in stock are these fun little, so we have the Christmas stickers. So just look at all the sayings that you get in there. And they have them on craft and black and white. So that is an amazing deal. That's only $8.99. All the stickers, Christmas cards, easy. Your sentiments are taken care of for you. All right, then we also have the Happy Holidays mini pad, which I know we showed that before, and it's got all the different little.
It's got an amazing Santa in there, and I think this is the one with the Santa. Maybe, yeah, because there's a tree,
Yeah, the
which
tree.
I thought was really neat, and it's got a really nice Santa Claus on one of the postcards too. And maybe we just can't find it, or maybe not. Maybe I've got the wrong one, Sarah.
I was like, maybe it's in
Oops.
the other one.
Must be a different one that has
Okay,
a really
so
neat
that one has
Santa.
like a lot of tickets, ephemera kind of thing. So then this one is the Cozy Christmas. And these are both $5.49.
That might be the Santa one.
So we got all the
little gingerbread. Oh, look at the candy cane. You get multiples in them.
Oh, that's a
which,
fun
yeah, this
Christmas
is the one I'm
tree.
thinking of because it had a tree also, and then
Oh,
there's Santa.
Santa and his coffee, cocoa, latte, whatever.
Whatever he's drinking, whatever's in that cup.
His hot cup of joy.
He might have a little extra something in there. Who knows?
He's got to get through the night. So yeah, these are really fun little Christmassy backgrounds.
And we have a category out there called Studio Light Christmas, and you'll find all of these things out in that category.
And then I think this is a back in stock too. Some cutting dies. It's got the stars and then a little stitched wavy border.
Oh, let me pull you up a little bit.
So that's what they look like.
Yeah, that's kind of neat, isn't it? Because it's stars, so it could be
that is
Christmas,
really cool
but it could be graduation or birthday.
4th of July.
Yeah, lots of things.
Yeah, lots of options. So that one's $17.99, and it comes with the hole reinforcers too. So that's awesome. All right, and then we got some white glitter sheets. You get 10 sheets in here. I'm gonna try to bring it to the camera so you can kind of see.
Kind of hard to see the glitter.
Shimmer. It's a very fine glitter. It doesn't have a lot of like other sparkle to it.
Teresa.
So it would be great for like if you're cutting out like a background or snowflakes or something of that nature. So that's $4.99. And then we have a bunch of acetate sheets back in. So we have these. I will put a solid behind it so you can see it better.
Oh, good idea.
So this one is stars and snowflakes. That one's pretty cool. It's called Fairy Christmas.
Those acetate sheets, I think the first ones we got in flew out.
Yes.
I think they're just going to be really popular.
Yes.
They're so pretty.
You get 6 sheets with 3 different designs. So on the back here, it kind of shows you all the designs. And those are $10.99.
Sarah, Mary had a question about a wood grain paper, and Teresa is hunting for it. We do not have, I don't think that Lawn Fawn wood grain paper is available any longer. We have a lot of paper that is printed with wood, and so Teresa's checking it out for us, Mary.
And then we have the Winter Wonderland ones. I think these are ones that we had in originally.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, again, 3 designs. You can kind of see there's just like snow.
I don't know what I like the best, Sarah.
I like that one, I think.
Star one?
I could use that for just about any kind of background, whereas this one I'm like, I'd have to have something specific because it's got the deer in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also very cool. It's also $10.99. And these are the same. All right, I think that's everything we've got from Studio Light. And now,
ooh, brand new.
I haven't seen this one. This is awesome.
They want to know the size of the acetate sheets, and they're A5, so they're 5.8 by 8.3.
That's an interesting size.
Yeah, the A5 is a little different size.
Okay.
Good question, Heidi. Thanks for asking about that.
Moving on to a new line. Our friends over at Paper Rose Studios have a new Christmas collection out. This one is called Christmas Holly. And this is their embossed die cuts. I love using these. It's like they took the glossy accents and put it on the image, and so it's got this nice like little texture to it. And I believe, let's see, I think these ones you cut these out. So you would need a fussy cut, or again, see if you could find like a circle in your nesting dies that would cut those out for you. But just really cool. I'll bring those up so you guys can see those.
It's a really pretty collection. I think when you see the paper, it's very jewel toned colors. The red is kind of a cranberry. So yeah, let's show the 12 by 12 papers, and there should be 2 of each, Sarah.
Awesome.
Front and back.
Okay. Did you want to still stay with this camera?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. So we've got the first one. This is called Christmas Holly A. Yeah. So we can see.
How's that?
There we go. Okay.
The camera doesn't do it justice, but
so this is Christmas Holly A. So you get this fun houndstooth pattern that's kind of a cranberry color on the back side, and then you get all these cut aparts. You have a tag, Merry Christmas, have a holly jolly Christmas. So it's very poinsettia themed, it looks like.
good thought. You were right. And Janet just linked the collection. So if you want to take a closer look at it, you can click on that link and go right out to see all of the papers.
Oh, this one's fun. So this is
It's
Christmas
beautiful.
Holly B. So we've got a fun red and green stripe on the back. And then this lovely winter scene on the front.
Now, if you guys could see this up close, it's kind of an old-fashioned print, wouldn't you say, Sarah?
I would.
It's not really watercolor, but especially show this corner up close, because that really, that's striking my fancy for some reason. Let me see if I need to.
Nope.
It's got lots of detail in those leaves. It reminds me of something printed like long ago.
Kind of like Norman Rockwell-y. Maybe.
That era,
Yeah.
yes. There's probably a word for it if I was in the printing business, but I don't know what it is. But it's really pretty.
So okay, so there's B, and it's kind of got trees off in the distance and like snowy pines, basically. But that's really pretty. All right, then we've got Christmas Holly C. So the backside is this solid, not solid type of pattern.
Yeah, thank you, Peggy.
It's kind of got some dots, some chevrons, and then the front side is poinsettias in the corner.
A nice framed page.
Yes. Yep. You frame
put
your
photos
Christmas
on.
photo or whatever. All right. Then we've got Christmas Holly D. It's kind of a green and white, almost ticking type of pattern. And then just a bunch of 4x4 cut aparts. This would be great for tags, or you can make them into ornaments. So
Yeah, they're pretty.
great
It's
option.
just really, I never looked at it till right now, Sarah. It came in a couple days ago. It was in packages. So we're
Yeah, this
kind
is
of
my
seeing it
first
for
time
the
seeing
first
it.
time.
So this is Christmas Holly E. This pattern is kind of a cranberry and like a mauve and a green. And then again, kind of a nice framed page.
Some newsprint.
Yes.
Sarah's
It's
reading it.
interesting. I'm just like, is it something like, like Christmas Carol or
Yeah.
something? But it really does look like a newspaper. Like, Mr. Peter Henderson has prepared and published a new and greatly enlarged edition of his standard Practical Floriculture. I mean, it's just,
I wonder if
it's
they
just fun.
got that image somewhere and incorporated it.
Probably something from Australia would be my guess, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that was interesting.
Lisa commented about that 4x4 paper that's got their circles on it for coasters.
That is a great idea. That is a great idea. All right, this is Christmas Holly F. It's a green plaid pattern with kind of some like distressed splotches on the edges there. And then an all over red and white poinsettia. That's really pretty.
So how Paper Rose does it, they have their papers, and they're just called Christmas Holly A through F, and then they have their basics. So this is the are we on the basics?
We are
now?
on the basics.
So they've split them into two, but they're all a coordinating.
Yeah. So don't get confused.
And they're not all basics either.
Yeah. When you think basics, you probably think solids, and that's
Yeah.
not necessarily the case. So yeah, you have to pay attention because they have the same name, but one's just plain and then the other's the basics. So this is a fun distressed red cranberry, and then more of the red and white poinsettias and the berries. It's almost like this pattern that we just showed on the original one, just enlarged.
A little different size.
Yeah. Oh, this is a fun one.
This is more like what I call basics.
Yeah. So this is Holly Basic or Christmas Holly Basics B. You got this nice cranberry wood pattern on one side, and then a gingham on the other. So yeah, that's more what I would think of for basics, less of a print. But ooh, this one looks fun too. Yes.
See, when you see it for the first time.
And once again, we have Mr. Peter Henderson's newspaper.
His story.
Yes, his story. So this is just that same newsprint that was on the corners in the original collection, but it's just all now in this kind of like nice tan print on the back. And then we've got a wood pattern for the front. So that's Christmas Holly Basics C. And then this one is also kind of what I would call a basic. So this is Christmas Holly Basics D. One side is like ornaments, but it's kind of got some printing on them, as you can kind of tell. So it's kind of like a distressed kind of thing.
Yeah.
Rhonda, to answer your question, are they only in single sheets? Yes. No, we do have a collection pack. Kelly just went to grab those. So
went to grab them.
We will get to those here. But yes, so Rhonda, we do have the collection packs. Christmas Holly Basics D is this nice taupe houndstooth pattern.
I think these are going to be really popular, Sarah.
I would say so. They are fun. I see some that might be going home with me today. Christmas Holly Basics E. So this has got like a nice, probably doesn't look green on screen, but it's kind of a pine colored wood plank. Same pattern as the other ones. And then the other side is just hollies. Ooh, this one's a fun one too. All right, so we had this.
I love it.
This is Christmas Holly Basics F. We had the tan pattern on this earlier, but now we have this like minty green, sage green. And then on this side, we have this fun plaid. Also in that green.
It's kind of a heavy paper, isn't it?
It
Sarah?
is. They like their heavier paper. So then to answer the question that Rhonda asked about paper collections, we do have both the original Christmas Holly and the Christmas Holly Basics in the 12 by 12 packs.
So I assume you get one of each of the patterns we just showed you.
You get two.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay.
There's 12 double-sided pattern papers, 2 each of 12 designs.
Oh, are they free?
Price. Well,
we're sorry, we don't know how much they are. Here, I can find out, Sarah.
So Kelly's going to look that up. And then for those of you who like smaller packs for like maybe card backgrounds, we have the Christmas Holly collection in the 6x6. And that's $18.99.
$17.99 for the 12 by 12. Okay. All right.
Double check that one.
All right. So that is the new Paper Rose Christmas. I think they have another collection coming down the road. These are $8.99.
Okay.
So we need
so
to
the 6x6s are $8.99.
Not $18.99.
And the 12 by 12s are $17.99.
That's funny. We will fix that price. Okay, and Sarah, we had a question a while back about whether or not we had some wood grain paper.
Yes.
And I think it was Mary, and she asked about texture.
Sure.
So we have the Tim Holtz Distress wood grain paper.
So Mary, we've got this. I don't know if you can see it very well. I'll take it out of the package.
And then we have these also that we can show her. We don't have the Lawn Fawn paper that Mary that you asked about, but we do have these. And maybe you'll like these.
I don't know if you can see the texture on that very well, but it's definitely got like a wood grain pattern embossed in it. So you could easily ink over it if you wanted to make, brown wood, gray wood, black wood.
Any color wood
Yep.
you want, right?
And then this one is black two-tone wood grain paper, and you can definitely see that pattern in there. This is 10 pieces. I would say 5 by 7-ish on this one.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
And that's $14.99. This one is, I would say, A2 size panels, and you get 12 for $7.99 for the original white.
That's what we have for textured, but then we have some printed paper here that Teresa went and got for us to give you, to show you what we have.
So this is the Color Vibe from Simple Stories. And we'll just kind of thumb through that.
It's got lots of different woods.
Yeah.
Now that matches the album.
Yes, it does.
It went away, so I don't have it now, but it matches the new wood albums. Hickory, aspen, and
Mahogany?
no. Can't remember the third one. Sorry, guys. Yeah,
So these are just printed with wood patterns, but there's some really fun ones in here. And I think we're back to the front. So that's from Simple Stories. And you get 24 sheets, 4 of each design. And that is
nice.
$7.99.
It's nice because the backs are like ledger papers, graph and ledger paper. So you kind of get both looks in one tablet.
And then we've got this petite print from Doodlebug. It's got a wood grain pattern.
Definitely. And it comes in lots of colors. So if you don't want brown, it comes in all the 7. We have the 7 colors.
So there's that one. And then we've got a couple of paper packs from Echo Park. We've got one with all these wood grain options and the brown. And then we've got white.
And Sarah Shannon made a comment that we showed the Barn Star die from Spellbinders last week and how good these wood papers would look using that. And that's a great idea.
Yeah. And these are both $12.99 for the wood grain papers.
Oh my gosh, Sarah, we did it. We did it. We went over an hour, but wow, we showed a lot. I'm going to switch the camera back. I'm going to go back to Sarah. Back to you, Sarah.
Back to me.
So we showed you, we kind of reviewed our week of the different things we've done. We mentioned that today's the last day to donate for the Blue Star Mothers of Iowa.
And thank you to everyone who has donated so far. We've had a lot of support for that.
Rhonda has been amazed, and she's taken a lot of stuff home. Sarah showed us her Winnie the Pooh Christmas in July, and it's your first video as a staff member, but she was here a few years ago.
It is.
And Sarah, nice job.
Thank you.
Really great job.
Thank you.
I think everybody has loved it.
And I saw comments. People are excited to see more techniques, so we will incorporate those into our.
And you set an eyelet for us.
I did.
That's a mystery to a lot of people about setting eyelets. So you showed us that, and we are going to have next week. We're kicking off Shark Week. We had a question about that, and we are. It's just a fun thing we're doing. We got a lot of fun product, including Beach Vibes from 49 and Market. So we're going to be
some fun new whimsy stamps.
Oh,
and
yes.
dies.
Oh, yeah.
So
we have fun planned for that. We have some great white specials, daily specials. And this afternoon, we're going to have a little pop-up. I'm going to call it a pop-up video. And we're going to tell you a little bit more about Shark Week that we're kicking off on Monday. And Teresa's here on Monday with a fabric. Something about fins and fabric. So you can tell that goes along with Shark Week. And Janet said she watched there's a show, I think on Netflix or something, about how they made the Jaws movie. It's the 50th anniversary of Jaws this year. So, and Lisa says you're a natural, Sarah.
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
So thank you, everybody. We're going to sign off, and we're going to be back later today, and then we'll be back on Monday.
Thanks for joining us.